Hi guys, welcome to Carmen Katharine's Wreath. So the other day I did a Dollar Tree Garland Wreath, and I showed you how to make something beautiful out of this. So today we're going to do another one. It's not going to be exactly the same, but we're going to add lights. So the bow recipe on this, because I'm not making the bow today, is row C, and it's 3 on each side of your forefinger, okay? And if you want to make this bow, go back and watch my Dollar Tree Garland Wreath, and I show you how to make it, all right? So what I did is I made one similar to it, but I used the white and the red instead of the gold and red, all right? And then I took another spray and I clipped it over some of the legs on it. So it's just a little bit different colors, but the same thing. All right. So I'm trying to show everybody cheap ways to make a beautiful wreath. So we're going to do another one today. Also, I have another Victorian wreath. This was the Victorian wreath we did. We did this wreath 2 days ago as well. So I'm going to teach you how to make another Victorian wreath. We're going to add lights to it because this was pre-lit, and it is a different style, which you're going to love. So I'm going to put this up, and then we're going to get started. These are very beautiful, beautiful wreaths, and the Dollar Tree is inexpensive. It was $15 to make, so I'm going to try to keep it around that price, and we'll count it as I go. Okay, so you're going to take your little Dollar Tree pine wreath hanger, and it looks like a little Charlie Brown one because it's so bare, but this is what you do to put your garland on. And you're just going to take the little ties that are attached to it and spread it out, and we're going to use that. I'm going to show you how to use the zip ties as well. So I do have a friend on my YouTube, and she said that they had some pine ties. I went to go look at my Dollar Tree. They didn't have any, but they do carry pine ties if you want to tie it that way, which is perfectly fine. I use the zip ties, and I also had someone ask about the zip ties. They think I have a secret way of putting it on. I don't, but I will show you because it can get a little confusing if your zip ties are not flat. So you do the flat side, and it's got to be facing, when you go around, the flat side is facing in, and then you just pull it through. If you don't do that and it's all like twisted, it's not going to go through, all right, or it'll come loose. And you want to hear those teeth. You know that it is working right if you hear the little teeth. It sounds like a zipper as we're doing it. So now we're going to take all these, and this is a really simple, easy one. As you can tell, I have my husband today, so it is going to make it a lot easier. I try to do one by myself. I can't get the close-ups, so it does make it easier when I have my helper with me. So here we go. Are you okay, Ginger? Let me let you go just for a second. I need to check on my dog. It sounds like she's choking on something. Okay, so she's fine. So I did have someone, a lot of you are asking me to do the Dollar Tree candy cane that Serenity's Closet did. Miss Sandy. I will not remake her candy cane. If you want to make it and save the frame, I will do a tutorial on a different way to decorate it and to poof it. But I will not remake her candy cane. I can't do that to her. But if you want something to decorate and you want to save that candy cane, I will be more than happy to do that. But you need to watch her tutorial on how to make it, let me know, and I'll do a tutorial on decorating. That way she gets credit for making it. That's not my candy cane, that is hers. But it's 30 inches, and a lot of you want the big candy cane, so I do understand that. But watch her tutorial. If you want me to decorate it, in my way, then I'll most certainly show you how to do coop style on it and decorate it. But I cannot remake her candy cane. I can't do that to her. So anyways, it'll help her if you watch it. So let's get started with this. So today I'm going to use 3 rolls of the garland, alright? And you take your ties and you pull them all out. The pine needle ties. They're like kind of like pipe cleaners that they put on here. And you're just going to go and just start forming this. Remember, you don't want to over twist it either because we're going to add a lot more to it. So all I'm doing is just folding it over, and then I'll show you how to use the zip ties as well. So I have a lot of people asking, so I have no problem with that. So here we go. So we started right here. You're just going to go over to this side, and then I have some for the outer ring as well. You want to try to keep this all even as well. That way it looks like a round wreath. So you're basically following the leader on this. And it looks old and not so pretty right now, but once we decorate it and add what we need to add, it comes out to be a beautiful, beautiful, it's kind of like a old classic wreath. You know, back in the day, this is how they looked. So I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So like I said, as you get over here, you're going to start seeing that you're running out of little ties, which is fine because I'm going to start using zip ties in a second to secure that. So as it starts to fill up, you take the little ones that are left and just twist it in. So you don't want to cover the whole inside of it. So now I'm going to start going on. I'm going to move it towards here to fill it. And then whatever is loose that looks like it's not round, then we'll shape it. So this is all we're doing. It's really, really, really easy. So there we go. See, there's one right there. Feel around. See, you still have some here we can play with. So you're just going to feel around. I like to twist it on the end and then put it out. There we go. So that's one. Now we're going to do number 2. If I can get her in. Undone. So this is great for outside. You don't have to worry. It's waterproof. And you can still use the lights outside too. So we're using DollarTree lights, but you can buy the timed lights at Walmart. You can buy the remote control lights there. There's all different types of lights. But this is a budget wreath. So I'm trying to keep it as low as possible. So now we're going to go on the outside. And you do want to, this needs to be, you want it fat, otherwise it's going to be too small. So now we're going to start using zip ties to secure this. Don't worry about if you can see them or not, because when you decorate, it covers it up, and so does the fur. So see, this one's really loose. All you're doing is you're taking your zip tie. This is all I do. Flat side in. Pull it through. So, and you want to secure these as well. So I just push it towards the inside. This is something you can also do with your kids, grandkids, teenagers. This is something fun they can do, and they're making their home look Christmassy, so you get a lot of pride in that. I know I did when I was young. I loved to make stuff, so get your family involved. Do something to decorate that's cheap, and your kids can help you, your grandkids, anyone you want, and it's nice and it's fun, and it's bonding with the children. You bond over this. So all I'm doing now is I'm just going to follow the leader, and then we're going to start applying your zip ties to hold it in, okay? So, okay, so we're going to start from up here. Now, they do sell green zip ties, but they're not DollarTree. Where did we get these? I think I got them. I think I got them at Lowe's. But we're trying to do all DollarTree, so I'm going to show you with these. Flip it to the side. You can also put a ribbon around this if you guys want to hang it on a door with a ribbon. You don't need to. It can go like right underneath. It holds up by a door hanger or a nail. But if you wanted to, you could put a ribbon on it. Some people like ribbons on theirs to hang. So you see how it's kind of loose? This is the inside of the frame. So I try to go through it, and you'll feel it. And you're hiding it on the outside. You don't see it because the pine is hiding it, the garland. But like I said, a friend of mine told me there was pine ties at DollarTree. I haven't found them. So that would be even better if you could use the pine ties. So this is with 2. I am going to add one more. So we're making this a larger wreath. I just want to make sure we get all this together before you start another row. Okay. So we're doing this. I'm going to let you go for a split second. Go ahead and catch up with me, and we will start on our third one. I'm going to apply some more zip ties to hold it on. See where it's loose right here? You want it to be stern and steady. I'm going to let my dog in. She's barking outside, and I will be right back with you. Okay, so now we're going to apply our third one. So where you see it's kind of uneven, you want to put this on there and fill it up. So I'm going to start where I see it's the most not round at. Give it a little more roundness there. So I'm also going to zip tie. Going around it. Like I said, the pine ties would probably be a lot easier for y'all. Let's run out of time. So all I'm going to do is just go around it, and then we're going to tie it. Try to make this one a little bit bigger than the last one. I see some needles sticking up that I could use. So just take your zip ties. And just go through it and start securing it all the way around again. Last time I didn't use as many but we only use 2, so this is a little bit bigger. So the more you're using to apply on here, the more zip ties you're going to need because we're making it fatter today. So go ahead and apply and secure all your zip ties going all the way around. So wherever it's loose, and don't worry about if you see any because we decorate and that's all covered up. But go ahead and do that. Put me on pause and I'll be right back with you so we can finish this. Okay, so now once your frame is complete, remember it doesn't look like this once we're done. You're going to add your lights. And the way I do it is I do it from the back side going in, and all I'm going to do is start tweeting them in, okay? And what you do want to do is you want to take zip ties, and in between the frame and where we're tweeting it in, you're just going to take a couple to hold it in place. That's all. What I would suggest is I'm using 2, which makes 20 lights. So I would suggest turning them on so you know if it's even or not when you go to the other side. So you're just going to poke them through, and then every few we are going to zip tie it in. And you can use your floral wire for this too to secure it in. Doesn't have to be your zip ties. So now we got that far. And what I mean is you're going to see your little wires right here. And you're going to play with it once it's all done and move it around so it doesn't fall out. But this is what I do to secure it in. So just take a few. And you can use the ties with this too. You can use your pine ties as well to secure them, or your floral wire, whatever is best for you. Be careful you don't snip the cord. They're very thin. We don't want to do that, otherwise you're going to lose your lights. So right here on the back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bunch it up. You don't want it to hang, you just want it where they... So if you use the remote control, you're just going to apply it on, and then you'll give your customer or family member, or whoever you're making for, the little remote so they can click it on and off, which is a lot easier than this. But it's better than plugging it in because you can just turn it on the back. So this one I want to... So, see, we got some lights on here. So I am going to use another strand, and it doesn't have to be 100% in here, a ton of them, just enough to highlight it. So if you want to have, 30, 50 lights, you can do that, but remember, lights add up. So I'm using 2. I'm trying to make this affordable for everybody. Okay, so now I'm going to take another strand. I am going to turn them on. And I kind of like to keep this in the same place. So they can just flip it and at the same time turn both of them on and off. So I'm going to bunch this up, go around the frame with your zip tie, and you'll feel it. It's not that difficult. You can feel where you can get it in and around. I'm telling you, it's not difficult. So, you're just going to bunch it up, like I said. That way it's not hanging too low. Snip it. Be careful you don't cut that. And then just start putting this in. So, we have one over here. And try and keep them where the whole thing is going to be lit up. And then after you place it, again, you're going to take your zip tie or your pine ties and you are going to go around it to secure your lights in. Awesome. Right where I wanted it. So now just take your zip ties once more. You're going to secure this in. I'm going to go around the bar. And once you decorate too, this will stay in because you're going to have decorations holding it on as well. So it's not that bad. So I see where these need to be held in. Just going to go around that bar in there. Again, make sure your flat sides go facing in, and there's no twist in this or you won't be able to hold on to it. Got to hear the teeth. If you don't hear the teeth, then you put the zip ties on wrong. And I'll do, yeah, one more over here. Around your bar. So once you're done with this, the rest of it is easy peasy, really easy, and the rest of it will go fast. So here we go, got that, and you can cut them down more. So if you're worried about it scratching your door or your customer's door or whatever, all you're going to do instead of it facing up is just push them to the side, facing to the side, and it won't scratch up the door, okay? Or your wall. Just face them to the side. The ties are a little easier because you don't have that little part sticking out. Okay. So as you see, there we go. You can see where the lights are and they need to be pulled through. And another one. So once they're secure, don't pull too hard because you can break them. Just push them through. There we go. Okay. So now we have all those. I think there's one more besides that one. That's it. Sworn I had one right here. Okay. Alrighty. So that's how we do that part. I am going to show off the lights on this and work on the decorations. Oh, I knew I had another one, see? So it's good to turn them on and look, because you can tell. Alright, I'm going to shut those off. So just like yesterday, we used day before, I used everything from the Dollar Tree. And we are going to do the same thing today. But instead of putting all your stuff on first, so I got a couple sprays, and this time I only had 1, 2, 3, 4. I only had 4 with the little pine in it, which is fine because I have another way to decorate it. That's still 4 because the small ones go with it. I found some little berry sprays, and we're going to use that, and they have little pine cones on it, which I'm going to use a few, not too much. And we have all Dollar Tree stuff. So today, instead of using just gold, I'm going to take my silver and gold, and I bought, these were tinsel trees. these were from my angels. I had pulled them off and I saved them. I always tell you guys, please save everything. This is why, because I use leftover stuff. Okay, so I had a silver one and a gold one that I took off to make my angels, and now I'm gonna do that over there. We are gonna start going around this and leave this on the outside because you want the outside to tack it up. So we're gonna now start to form it. This is gonna be a pain. Have more than one gold in here. I'm taking 2 pieces of garland at once. I had more than 1 piece of gold. And all you're going to do is go around your wreath form. And this gives it that little pizzazz. Remember, we're trying to make this look, you know, like a real one, not like garland. So we're just going to do a little bit. There we go. Just enough to highlight it and give it that little wow factor. It just makes it really pretty. And we don't even use the whole thing either. So you are reusing things that we used on other projects, and that's, no, it's there. And we're doing silver and gold. I'm going to take this, taking a zip tie, that's all I'm doing. And I'm actually going to use going under. Your pine. I'm going to attach it and then you're going to trim it up. That's all you're doing. Be careful you don't cut your lights. They're very thin and easy to cut. Make sure I didn't cut them. Alright, we're good. I've cut them before, that's why I keep saying it. Very easy to cut. So here's your front. I put the lights at the bottom of your wreath. Okay. So now I'm going to use the glue gun. And I didn't have, like I said, I didn't have a lot of pine this time, like I did the other. So I would take, I only have, let's see, the big ones, and then it had one little one on each one. I did not have much. So it went like this. So, yeah, way less than I thought. So I only have 3, okay? So I took them apart. All you're going to do is you're going to just, because we're going to put a bow on it and decorate it with stuff. I would put it on the outside, going in, just to give it that little extra texture. You can use your floral tape to go around the edges and then glue it in. You can do that as well. This was a piece from last night from one of my wreaths. You can tell the difference. Let me use it though. This is a piece that fell off the wreath when I was shaping it. The pre-lit one. And take just a couple. So I'm not so much worried about that because we're going to put our bow up here. Oops. Be careful with your glue. Okay, so I didn't have a lot, but it's enough to give it a little bit of character. Okay, so this is the top. So like I said the other day, I made that wreath, and I show you how to make the bow. Just go to Carmen's Dollar Tree Garland Wreath, and it's different. It's the same bow. So I show you how to make the bow. So this one is going to be Carmen's Dollar Tree Garland Wreath with lights. So both of them are the same bow. Same exact one, just I used the cream instead of the gold. Alright? So all you're going to do is you're going to take it, and you guys know I use the Pro bow to make this, of course. And I'm going to push that back in. You'll have to push your lights back in after you're done, which is fine. I'm going to secure them after we're done more too. So just take, you want to try to get it around the frame. And I'm going to secure that in more. Just take this. Remember, this one is bigger, so the bigger it is, the less of the back of the frame, because it's not as close as it should, as I would like it. So you're just working around your pine, okay? And I don't need this pine on there. Over here. I'll turn these on. There we go. So I would take a piece of floral wire on each one and just go through it and tweed it in and tighten it, or take your pine ties, okay? But here we go. Right. I'm actually going to move this underneath. Here. So here we are, and now all you got to do is decorate. I am going to take some berries, place it where I think it should be before I glue it on. Always place your stuff first. That way you know what it looks like. And these berries came off of a spray. This is a spray. And there's little bunches of berries on it. I'm actually going to take the greenery also from it, and I'm going to take it throughout and use that part of it as well. I place everything first. Makes it nice and pretty. As you see, it's starting to give it character when you start using the pieces of spray. I always cut mine up. See, we're going to put some more right here. And take more here. Put it down here, as far as the holly goes. So, I have two different colors. I have the green and red, or the red and gold. I also have, I think these will be pretty. Red and gold? Red and green? I did red and gold last time, so we're going to try to do something a little bit different. These are all Dollar Tree. So these, the red and green come in, I think it's 5 in a pack. So instead of using a whole bunch of different ones, we're going to just use one pack of one color, and that's going to cut down on your price too. So let's see. What's in there? One pack. See that? It's already beautiful. I love it. Just love it. So there's that. So 1, 2 on the berry. 1 on the thing is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're at $11 right now. So let's see. And I could take, well, these came with pine cones, the berries did. So I'm going to take a couple of those. If I can find them. There. Take a few. I think that's it. So, I don't think it needs that. Any greenery? No. So, 9, 10, 11, and then $2 because of the lights. $12, $13. This was less to make this one than I did the other one. Awesome. Oh, and this, so that's 14. So now you're just going to apply your decor on. Like I said, you always want to put it where you want to glue it on, okay? So now I'm just applying everything on. Remember, we got to take it all out and start applying it. It doesn't take much. I saw some people have the heating pots for your, like if you were doing Scentsy or something like that. This, and you can use and put your glue sticks in that. And you can use that. I've seen it. Start taking off. I like to do each piece as I go so I don't miss anything. So look at that. With $1 less, it looks like we have more, and we added lights. How about that one? Let me put a little pine cone. I'm going to hang it up for everybody to see. So I'm going to finish this up. We're going to hang it up so everyone can see it nice and pretty and finished. So I will be back in just a minute. Okay guys, this is without lights. And this one was with lights. This is $14 with lights. And this one was $15 without lights. And the reason being, I actually have different pieces of decor on that one. But I have, if you look at this, I went with one set of balls instead of adding 3 different ones on there. I did one set. That's it. And then I took the berries and cut up the berries and used their pine cones and their little sprays on it. So it's beautiful. For $14, you can make this great for a Christmas gift. Secret Santa gift. Or to sell them. They're beautiful and easy to make. So I will see you guys in a few minutes. I am doing another tutorial. I am using this, adding lights to it, and we are making a Victorian style wreath like I made with this one. But it's nothing like that. It's not white poinsettia or anything like that. It is going to be a little bit different, but I'm very excited about it. So like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in a few minutes. Have a blessed Sunday.